So if you've ever wondered why your supplement brand isn't scaling when you see worse products seem to crush it, I'm going to give you the reason. And it's not the reason to do with creatives, landing pages, or anything else. It's all about the maths. So it all comes down to this. You can't see some of the competitors you have, but if they're able to spend more per customer at a profitable level, they're going to get more monthly customers. They're going to get more market share. And this diagram it shows it. If your maximum allowable CPA is $150, meaning you have back-end upsells, you've got subscriptions, you're going to get more customers, you're going to allow yourself to win in the auction. So your aim shouldn't just be CPA, it should be LTV. And we're going to demonstrate this a little bit more. So in the example here is the struggling supplement brand. So they're paying $50 per customer. However, their AOV, meaning their first bottle or anything like that, is $55, and they've got a really, really low LTV. Even if you have, going back to here, what is considered a much nicer bottle, much better branding, but you have this economics, you're not going to win. Whereas we're going to extenuate this point a little bit more, is if you have got a scalable supplement brand, the CPA is the same with $50, but they've got $70 in bundles, subscriptions, upsells, and their LTV is $150. That's where it comes in. And these are the things that no one really optimizes for, or when they're looking at some of their competitors, they're not looking into that. It's everything that's below the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, is the reason for scalability. And the problem with this is that there's a massive problem in the market. Just to go back to the point, the best supplement brands don't compete on CPA. They win on LTV. So it's the bundles, the subscriptions, the upsells, the LTV. Why agencies don't solve this problem? A lot of the agencies track shallow metrics. They track CPA, they track ROAS, they track click-through rate, hook rate. When you don't have an agency that is a specialist on supplements, this is the going rate. You normally see it. You probably see loads of tweets, Reddit posts, YouTube, wherever you get your content. And they say, we'll promise you 3x ROAS. This is short-term thinking and it's not dialed in for supplements. These are great. These are really, really good to begin with. But what actually drives growth is understanding these metrics. So you need to understand your LTV to CAC ratio. If you don't know this, we've got a full-on course on how to calculate this. It's essentially how much you're paying. For example, if you're paying $50 for your first customer and your LTV is $150, that's your ratio. We tell you what a good ratio is and how to fix it if it's not. You also need to have an agency that understands your retention rate. So how to get that stickiness. How to get that subscription rate from 2 to 6. Again, we've got modules on this. How to get more people to come back. And again, it's a little bit like point 2, but how do you make your subscription sticky so people don't even think about churning? So this is just a really short video. We've got plenty more videos on our YouTube of how to solve these problems. We go through creative positioning if you've not seen our videos yet. However, we've got a platform built exclusively for elite supplement brands. I've said it a little bit in this aspect, but we have a 6-day bootcamp where we go through 6 main levers of growth. And it's very much on an offer right now. It's only $47 one time. You'll have access to our team in Slack where you can give us some answers. I want to stress as well, it's all about just focusing on supplements, CPG, subscription-based brands. So if you want to focus on how to solve these problems like rising customer acquisition costs, churn, margins, find us on there. Have a look at our YouTube, our Twitter, etc., etc. But we'd look forward to seeing you in our bootcamp as well. Thank you.